All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So yesterday we got not one, but two brand new posts from Shawn Rhoden. So after he posted his initial official statement in response to the charges against him, he also posted a video on his Instagram page. And the caption of that video said that he is still training and still on track to compete at the 2019 Mr. Olympia. Now, obviously, this stuck out to a lot of people, and a lot of people thought this was odd. A lot of people thought this was very good. Now, the reason being is because obviously, as most of you guys know, the Olympia, or AMI, the company that owns the Olympia, essentially banned Shawn Rhoden from competing in 2019 or all future Olympias, pending the outcome of this case. So the question is, why would Shawn still be prepping for the Olympia? And why would he publicly announce that he's still prepping for the Olympia if right now, as it publicly stands, is that he's not allowed to compete? Now, I've got a couple different theories on that. Now, one is simply that Shawn knows something that we don't know. Now, it's entirely possible that Shawn has spoken to the Olympia people, and they've said, look, it's a possibility that we might still let you compete. It's a possibility that we can change our minds. We might still let you jump in, even if the case isn't resolved. That is one possibility, and Shawn might know that. Now, I don't think that's the possibility that's the case, because honestly, Shawn was sponsored by Trifecta Nutrition. Trifecta Nutrition is now the title sponsor of the Olympia. Shawn also dropped Trifecta Nutrition and all mentions of Trifecta Nutrition from his profile. So I don't know for sure, but it appears that Shawn and Trifecta have stopped working together. Now, the reason why I think that's important and relevant is because if Trifecta is now the number one name sponsor of the Olympia, I think they would want to present kind of a united front on an issue like this. So if the Olympia isn't allowing Shawn Rhoden to compete, I think they don't want their title sponsor associated with Shawn Rhoden in that way. So the fact that Shawn dropped Trifecta from his profile suggests to me that maybe he's not working with them anymore, and suggests to me that it's probably because of these charges. Now, the other possibility here is that Shawn knows something about the case that we don't know, or the trial that we don't know. Could this case be being dropped? Could Shawn know something about this case or have some kind of evidence that he would know that this would be resolved before the Olympia in September? Because I would think if this thing goes through a full trial, there is no way this is going to be resolved in the next 6 weeks before the Olympia in September. There's just no way. So unless this case is being dropped, and Shawn knows it's being dropped, I don't think there's really any possibility of this case actually going through trial and getting wrapped up in favor of Shawn in the next 6 weeks before the Olympia. I just don't think that's a possibility. So the third possibility here, and I think this one is actually a pretty likely possibility, and this is not a knock on Shawn. This could simply be that Shawn wants to keep his remaining sponsors happy, and there's nothing wrong with that. He is still sponsored by Olymp Nutrition and a couple other companies, so posting something suggesting that he might still do the Olympia while he's wearing, the merch of this company and taking the products of this company in that video is good for his sponsors. So there's also the possibility that there's nothing that Shawn knows that we don't know, that this trial is not going to be over before the Olympia, that the Olympia is probably not going to let Shawn compete, but Shawn is just posting, positive things, optimistic things, things suggesting he will still be at the Olympia, to keep sponsors happy, to keep fans happy, to keep people interested in Shawn Rhoden until the Olympia comes up, in case there is this random chance that he's allowed to compete, which overall, I think he's doing the right thing by still prepping for the Olympia. I mean, none of us know what's going to happen here. This could very well be something that is wrapped up before the Olympia. There could be something that we don't know. This case could be dropped. The Olympia people could change their mind at the last minute and want Shawn to compete. So I think it's definitely smart of him to stay on his prep and to continue preparing for the Olympia, regardless of the outcome of this case, regardless of what happens, regardless of whether he's allowed to compete or not. I think he should absolutely still be prepping for the Olympia. And also just the simple fact that prepping and having a goal is going to help take his mind off of the stress of what's happening around him right now. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are we going to see Shawn Rhoden at the 2019 Mr. Olympia? Yes or no? Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed already. There will be many more updates on the Olympia and Shawn Rhoden on this channel. And as always, Nick Strength and Power signing out.